Hello listeners, thanks again for tuning in to the ABC Music Talk podcast, the show for anyone interested in the music industry. Now, regular listeners know that I interview some amazing people who give their time to share a wealth of experience, lifting the lid on life inside the music industry. I recently interviewed a friend and colleague, Delante Murphy, who is A&R manager at Empire. I knew going into it that it was likely to go past my general aim of kind of 30 to 45 minutes per episode. And as you know, I've worked out that the hour-plus episodes, sadly, not enough of you get all the way through to the end of. So a friend suggested perhaps I should break the interview up into sections, which is what I've done. So over the next 3 weeks, this hour-and-a-half interview, which by the way is a masterclass in storytelling from Delante, will be broken into 3 episodes. The first will be his entry into the music industry with some fascinating early chance meetings with names you will definitely recognise. Part 2, we get more into what it takes to be a great A&R executive, and the third episode, we get to hear the story behind one of Delante's most commercially successful records. But don't take my word for it, take a listen to a few of the highlights I've pulled out from the interview. Now, make sure you subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss each part as they get released. You can also learn about them via Twitter and Instagram, and my handle is @AlexBranson. Enjoy, folks.
Imagine a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air type of guy singing opera.
I'm never going to look at you in the same way now.
When I left Hampton, not only did I have my own music company that I had a recording studio. When I graduated, I walked across the street to my own office and a recording studio and artists and had a hit record and I got a chance to meet Jimmy Iovine in college and Eminem when he introduced me on the couch as Marshall. He didn't know what to do with him. And then he said, hey, here's another guy. He had dreads. And he's like, I don't know what to do with this group either. And he's saying, meet Will. And I'm like, Will, who is Will I Am? I did get offered a label deal from Suge Knight. I posted that on Instagram. And that was like my junior year. I'm a manager. He was like, manager like what? I said, I'm a manager of talent, of great things. And he was like, well, great. I need a manager. Literally, this is how it happened.
No.
What does that lead to? That leads to literally in the next 6 months, working with Whitney Houston. There was a guy, he was sitting there, tall, weird looking guy. And he was like, oh, this is Ghazi. Yes, right. I said weird Ghazi. And I said, have you seen Harry Potter? He said, yeah, I seen it. I said, okay. So every time somebody's going to speak, we're going to put the hat on each person who's speaking in the room. It was 30 people. And we're going to text each other, Gryffindor for Slytherin. Right?
Oh my.
I said, no, you need a DJ. She's like, well, who's going to be the DJ? We can't afford to pay nobody. I said, I'll do it. Right? So I literally learned how to DJ to some extent a week before the tour. I was like, I'm going for mine tonight. Because I've been practicing. I'm DJing all this music. Like, are you ready for Camera Show? Like, I'm acting like as when I was a manager for Trade, I used to be like, look at that asshole DJ with the band. Like, we don't even need you here. These artists, when you get to know them and they open up to you, they have an image of themselves as not even who they are. I just wanted him an outlet to put out his little funny songs. I was like, this isn't just a funny song. This is a hit record. So what ended up happening was a couple hours later, I think a day or a couple of hours, I get these emails in my inbox that says Snoop vocals. When I met Drake in my house, and the stuff that we did with Afghan, I think is incredible. He's an incredible artist.
He's incredible. Wow,
I don't think I never told you this, Alex.